Hey guys, this is Jack Halo here to do a review and comparison of the Beats by Dre Studios versus my lineup of a couple professional models of headphones. So there's a debate that Beats the Beats by Dre cannot hold a candle to a couple professional models. And that debate pretty much stands true. That's pretty much a fact at this point. However, I do want to go over a couple other headphones with you and show you what's going on. So let's get into it. Okay, first up on my lineup is the Sony 7506 professional model headphones. Headphones have great sonic response. They sit on very comfortably with the material here. It looks like it's breaking, but that's just how they come. They're not, they're very soft. Ears go right inside of here. They're very nice headphones, very comfortable. The sonic response in these is amazing, very flat. Nothing is, probably, in my opinion, the best reference monitors you can buy for the money in this price range, because they just, they don't color the music at all. You're going to hear it the way it is. Everything is going to sound perfect for the most part. The high end, the up, the very high highs can be a little bit brittle, but other than that, they're very good headphones. Next up is the Technica ATH M50s. The M50s are astounding headphones, and pair of headphones that I do own. They are amazing. They have a frequency response between 15 to 28,000. I'm sorry. And hertz, and to tell you the truth, it doesn't sound like it. Sounds better than these. These sound fairly close to each other, which is the honest truth. However, these they're a little more musical, and they just the highs are perfect. The bass doesn't roll off at all. And what's funny is I'm probably only 70% into this headphone because I don't have a headphone amp or a DAC or a hi-fi receiver. I don't own any of that. I just play out of my music player, or I play out of my laptop. When I play out of my laptop, that is just an eargasm that I cannot describe to you. Soft cups, soft deep cups. Just the headband is so soft and plush up at the top. These headphones are perfect. I really cannot. I couldn't say anything more about them. Next is the Sony V700DJ. They're very great sonic response, around 5 to 35,000 hertz. Doesn't really sound like it because they're more like the bass is pushed up a little bit in these as compared to the other two headphones I have here, the reference monitors. But it's not bad, not that comfortable. The cushion is soft, but because they're more circular than oval shaped like these two, they don't necessarily cover your whole ear. There's always going to be a point of your ear that's not all the way inside, and it's not very comfortable after a while. The headband is okay. It's pretty soft, but nothing to write home about. I would give these headphones probably 7.5, 8 out of 10, only due to the comfort and the fact that I cannot wear them outside because they're a little heavy case. I did wear them outside. The cord is fairly long, as you can see on the floor. I have a bunch of cords on the floor. I'm sorry. The cord is very long, but they're not very ergonomical. Pretty heavy on the head. Not enjoying them when I had to turn my music player up a little too high for them, even though like 107 decibels. So your media player very easily, but with background noise, anything going on in the back key is just not working. These are the Panasonic. Let me get the box. The Panasonic RP-HT-X7s. These are pretty good headphones. I'm not gonna lie, but they're pretty cheap. Made very nice for being as cheap as they are. They got the metal bands here, one metal band that goes over here, and you just slide the headphone up, using this, so the headphone can come up and down this. The cord is fairly short, which is very ergonomical for traveling and whatnot. However, as soon as I went outside, I couldn't hear a thing with these, which sucked. I enjoyed them, but that was not a good thing for me at all. The fact that I couldn't hear anything, and it really disappointed me. Here I have the Sony XB300s. soft, plush, probably the most comfortable headphone I have. The only issue with these are they don't have the soft bands of the higher up versions like the 500 or 700s and the 1000s that's coming out soon in the US. And you really can't. They don't really have any type of leakage, which is impressive. However, you can't hear anything when you wear these on the subway, and I don't enjoy that. You know, I really want to hear my music when I'm on the subway, and I cannot do it in these. I had to turn my music up way too high, blacked out most of the, you know, it was hurting my eardrums. My ears were shaking because the mid bass in this is pretty sick. I'm not lying, but not definitely if you're, you know, a subway goer. Bus work for you, but subway, nah. He ain't hearing nothing, buddy, and you're probably gonna blow your eardrum out just trying to. Next up is the Sennheiser HD555s. These are probably a close second. It was almost a tie for second place with these in the 7506. But these things here are pretty amazing. Just the fact, the sonic response in these are amazing. I'm not going to give you the frequency response in because once you do the mod that's on YouTube, another user put up, I'm pretty sure they're a lot higher than what the box says. I mean, they had this black strip inside behind this here that was really blocking a lot of air and messed up the quality of headphones. I think it was just they did it to retard the headphones so you could buy the higher end versions if, you know, that sounded a little bit better. But now I've listened to the HD595s since then, and these sound just the same, if not better, with that mod. So, you know, kudos to the guy for the mod, and it was a fairly easy mod too, and just it was amazing how it changed it. These are the best video game headphones. You know, you may like the Audio-Technica, with the AD700s, which are they're pretty awesome too. I had those, they were just too big for my head. But well, with the mod, they sound very close to the AD700s. So, and they're around $90-some. So, definitely pick these up if you're, you know, looking for gaming or just looking for quiet time music, because they're open back, so music's coming out of this side too, and any noise that's coming out of the background is going right in there, buddy, and that means you can hear it. So it's not the best when you're trying to listen, and the cord is like ridiculously long. It's somewhere inside my drawer, and I'm about a third down, so I'm not even going to try to show you the whole cord. Alright, and now let's get to Beats by Dre. Beats by Dre. Okay. Now, when it comes to this, forgive the inhaler, yes, I do have asthma, as you can see. The Beats by Dre they're good. They're probably a mix of the Panasonic and the XP300s. And as you can see, if you put both of those prices together, you don't even get $100. So, yeah. You know, that's just how they sound. They're not sounding anything like the beautiful M50s or the 7506, let alone the V700 DJs, which sonic response is astounding for bass. But just like I said, as soon as you get background noise, you got to turn it up too high. But these, they do well, but just not giving me what these can. Also, the reason I really did pick these up, and because you're going to ask me why would I pick these up if I have these headphones, is just the portability, number one. They are very comfortable. You know, they're very soft, very comfortable. And also, the cords they brought with them are very short. They power my Zune HD very easily. And the main factor is they have a slight noise cancelling feature. No, it's not as good as the Bose noise cancelling feature. Nothing is, apparently, even though their headphones, the quality of their headphones suck. Like, the build quality of Bose is worse than the Panasonic. And I guarantee you, your Bose will break on you eventually, like all their products do. Bose is bullshit. But we're not going to get into this argument. But these headphones here, with the noise canceling they do give you, do you see the little button there? It is good. It's not bad. I would probably give it like a 6 out of 10. And the fact that you can still hear a lot of things with it on, but I kind of looked at as a plus. And the fact that you don't want to be completely blocked out, especially if you're walking the streets, because you don't want to get hit by cars, you don't want to get hit by buses and trains, and people walk up stabbing you, and you know, things like that. You don't want that. What it does give you though is seclusion when the music is on. When the music is on, it's night. Goodbye. Everything is gone. You are completely in your own world, and that's exactly what I was looking for. And it gives you some bass to go along with it. That's kind of the reason why, you know, I wanted to go with it, because when I do walk around, it's kind of like when I'm driving around, when I'm riding around the car, you want to have the bass bumping. There's just something about having bass bumping when you're riding around. Nobody really cares about the quality of music when you're in the car. Barely people do, and when they do, they make it bass heavy. So that's kind of like the route I was going with the Beats. Not necessarily going for clarity, but going for bass. And I got it. And I enjoyed it. I really enjoy it. And they are people's heads do turn when I wear these, which is enjoyable. And, you know, they stand out there. White people like them. People think, uneducated people when it comes to audio will think the Beats are the best headphones out. And to tell you the honest truth, they're not. They really are not. Like I said, they're like, if this headphone had sex with this headphone, they make this headphone. And that's as plain as you can make it. It's like I said, it gives me that sonic response and the seclusion. I could barely hear traffic when I was walking around, and that was perfect for me. I love that fact. And then, you know, it gives you options to stop the noise canceling, you know, when you want to hear somebody, and it's worked out. Not worth $300, not worth $250, but, you know, for everything it does give you, if you want to add that all up, it could give you maybe $150, maybe, probably not still, for the quality of the sound. However, it's not bad sounding, and for people coming from, you know, earbuds, it's going to sound like, oh my God, this is the greatest headphone I've ever heard, because this was the reason people dropped those headphones. So the people dropped their earbuds because the Beats by Dre came out. They came out and people were like, oh my God, look at these, you know, now we found an overhead headphone that looks cool to wear outside too, because people thought, you know, these looked ugly, which I don't think they do look ugly. They're not quite as stylish as these, but they're not ugly. So I get why people feel the way they do about the Beats. And, you know, uneducated people will say, oh no, they are better. Don't waste your money, like, it's all Sennheisers and yada yada yada. I used to have a pair of Sennheiser HD, you know, 280 Pros. They are amazing. I gave those to a buddy because I fell in love with the M50s. But it's funny because people just, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. And they are good though. I'm not gonna say they're bad. They're definitely good, but they're not the quality of, you know, definitely the build quality too. Like definitely not anything I have up here, to tell you the honest truth. Besides, the build quality may be comparable to the Sony XB300s, but in any of these, I know I'm not gonna break them. Maybe these 700 DJs swivel cups, because everybody's broke, but mine didn't yet, thank God. But you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. I enjoy them. They make use of what the box that they were for. It's a little false advertising. It's not the way the studio intended you to hear it. That's bull. This is the way for the studio intended you to hear it. This is as well. Like, those are the headphones the way the artist intended you to hear it. So just think about that. Beats by Dre, for me, 6.5, 7 out of 10 for everything it gives you. Not bad, but not great. So that's just my honest opinion. Have any questions, let me know. Yes, they are the real ones. You know, if you want to see the box before I do cut this off, we got the fake ones, that's why you're saying that. No, they're not. They're the real Beats by Dre. I'll go all the way around the box for you. Yeah, we can see the neck. Nope. Perfect quality. Have everything, you know, meet all the standards of the Beats by Dre. So just think about that. You know, this is my little headphone collection. I know it's a little ridiculous, but keep that in mind when you think about buying these headphones. If you want to shell out, like I'm telling you, go ahead. It's okay to pay for the Beats by Dre. It's okay, I guess, if you have the money for it. Don't do it if you don't have the money for it. That's just stupid, because you can definitely buy some cheaper ones. But if you really were trying to look for that seclusion, what I was looking for, to have bass bumping while you're walking around and not hear anything else, then Beats by Dre's for you. I wouldn't put it against it. They're going to be the ones I carry around, not the ones I come home to, because these will definitely always be the ones I come home to. But, you know, not bad. So, you know, this is Jack Halo. If you have any more questions, hit me up.